They'll run with a big back, A.J. Dillon. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, second down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Let's go, Coco, over here. Let's go, D, tighten up. Check three, check three. Hey, black.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Thought they were going to have him down a lot earlier, but he was able to shed that tackle.
Shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? Shows the value of the attitude when you run the football. Don't go down easily. Break a few tackles, gain some additional yardage.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. They give to Dillon out of the gun. Bulldozes past him. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
They run again with Dillon. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Now on 2nd and 13. Rodgers. Being chased out. Oh, he just needed to throw it away, but instead, out of bounds he goes, and that's a sack. They'll wind up losing a full 10 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Throwing now is Rodgers. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. So now on 4th down, Rodgers will give way to Mason Crosby for the field goal try. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. And this is going to wind up left. Well struck, but it's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
And because they couldn't hit the long field goal, they are set up nicely offensively at the 41, 1st and 10. Dancing to his left. That's for Bateman, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Packers will take over possession here up at the 44. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Brandon Stevens. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit. And receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
From the 38, Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Throwing is Jackson. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end, Andrews. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Reach the 5. 5 yards from the end zone, 1st and goal. To throw is Jackson. On the move to his left. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the Packers are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Justin Houston, his 2nd sack of the night. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Another try after the 1st down sack. Rodgers, man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage. That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
On 2nd and 11 now. Rodgers. Now a leaping catch, he's got it. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens 43. Rodgers now to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, with that continuity.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Brandon Stevens. And the Ravens are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
We're scoreless after 1. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A quick throw here out to Brown. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. From the 44, Jackson. This will be caught once again by Brown. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And that will bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up.
And not only will he not get the few inches he needs, he's going to go backwards. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson.
Looking for Bateman. He's got him complete.
And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the 3rd down stop. To throw again is Jackson. And one more time, that's Watkins. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Sammy Watkins, 47 yards, as his guys are on the board first here tonight. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I
was going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day. Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
Dillon now on 1st and 10. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a handoff to Dillon. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. On the handoff, Dillon. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. On third down, Dillon. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It's a 5-yard pickup, but spotted a few chain links short of the first, so a little bit of decision time here coming up on fourth down. They'll go with Jones. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. Thought they might throw the football with a little chunk that they had remaining on fourth down, but they ran it, they got it.
And the reason they were able to get it done, he ran that play with conviction, didn't he? Understood he would get a little bit of help from his friends up front, but it was really on him to go ahead and make the power move and get it done, and that he did.
The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. On the handoff, this is Dillon. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up. 2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. On play action. Now Rodgers. Throw right side, going to be complete to DeGuara. Touchdown! Josiah DeGuara, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Crosby with the extra point, and we are tied here in the second quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Very short kick taken right at the 20. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. We remind you in just a couple of minutes we'll get you to Orlando and our good friend Jonathan Coachman. Coach will run through some of the numbers and the next-gen stats from this first half of football so far. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough. Oh, for the third time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line.
And that's now the second time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively. And you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's the big man Dillon with it. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. On play action, it's Rodgers. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
Rodgers to throw for it on 4th. Eluding the pressure right. And it's intercepted. intercepted at the goal line. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, they were in a great position to take the lead, Charles. Obviously, all they needed was a field goal to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither.
And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end every drive with a kick, whether it's a field goal attempt, a point after the touchdown, or at worst, a punt. This time they had that opportunity but didn't get it because you know the field shrinks that close to the end zone, and that allows a defense to tighten up their coverage, and they pick that one off. That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
And he is such a tough quarterback to defend because you got to remember, arguably, he's more dangerous outside the pocket than he is in it. But how about the job they did defensively to stay with the receiver and knock the ball away? I think they had a sigh of relief there because oftentimes when he gets outside the pocket, big plays result downfield.
Jackson's throw complete there to Bateman. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Jackson will throw again. Flushed out right. That is caught. Rashad Bateman. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Jackson now. Flush to his right. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. A final shot before break. Jackson. And that'll be caught. Touchdown Ravens. It's Hollywood Brown. Marquise Brown as time expires in the first half. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Tucker now to add the point after. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. Very short kick taken right at the 20. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now.
Oh, he tried to pitch it, and the ball's loose. And the Packers pick it up. But he'll take this back down inside the 20.
So turnovers, Charles, you figure will be key in the second half, and that's a big giveaway there.
Yeah, and as you and I both know, coaches are always preaching ball security, and none more often than right here in the second half of a tight football game. Now you've got to believe what the coaches are saying and take care of that football.
On first down, Dillon. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Again, it's Dillon.
And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
They'll try and run for the first with Dillon. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Well, Jones going absolutely nowhere. He'll wind up losing a yard or 2. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. Able to force him out of the pocket right, but still able to complete it. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins.
And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. From the gun, it's Jackson. This one caught by his tight end, Andrews. And now the Packers going to take another timeout. And that's going to leave him with just 1 timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt him. We'll be back.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Now Dobbins again on 2nd down.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Out to his left. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4.
Big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Dobbins once more.
Yeah, he is marked down right about on top of that imaginary yellow line, but they say he's a bit short.
They're going for it with Dobbins.
And this time he is in.
Yes.
J.K. Dobbins. Fine work there on the touchdown run.
And the Ravens will add on to their lead. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now 21-7.
So the extra point good, and the roughing call going to move the ball out to the 50 for the kickoff.
And I think this is a good chance to pin them deep if you can land the kickoff inside the 5-yard line or so. Gain some field position for your defense.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Rodgers. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Now it's Rodgers. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Like a freight train off the edge, Calais Campbell with a sack. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Rolling to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Anthony Averett picks it. Not the best of plays there as a quarterback. You're right-handed, rolling left, trying to throw it that far downfield.
I remember a coach of mine saying, son, that's the equivalent of trying to get the car keys out of your pocket with your opposite hand while you're trying to run. You just can't do it.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. Buying time to his left. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Rasul Douglas picks it. And the Packers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. He hits Adams complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Lambeau Field, one of the best home field advantages in the NFL, no doubt. And they're a happy bunch here as the Packers lead 3rd quarter. Steps away. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Brandon Stevens. And the Ravens will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened.
And he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12.
Now it's Jackson. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 45. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all of these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing, perhaps good things can happen, not just in this game, but especially in later ones.
To throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers looking deep for Adams. And my goodness, another interception. Anthony Averett picks it. And the Ravens are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. The Ravens Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score. Oh, and this is going to wind up a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That ball is caught. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. To throw is Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. He'll get this complete to the Notre Dame man, Equinemius St. Brown. From the 47, it's 2nd and 5. Here's Rodgers. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Rodgers again now. Looking deep for Adams. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And the Ravens are going to get the football back as time will run out in this 3rd quarter of play. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Turnover that just got him the football back. Obviously a big one, because had they been able to score on the other side, this would have... And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Chris Barnes. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. And his throw here is incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
On 1st down, Rodgers eluding the pressure right.
On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's 2nd down.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing is Rodgers. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But it looked like a Packer. Yeah, a Packer was able to get this back, and they'll indeed keep possession.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that is incomplete. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Big stop on the turnover on downs to get the football back, and now it's just all about salting this one away.
Yeah, just slowly bleed the clock away. Clock's definitely on your side. And, you know, when we talk about analytics in the game, what is this one? The advanced win metrics? Because if you take care of the football here, bleed the clock down, with about 95% chance of winning.
Yeah, I'd say 95 or better. And I know you always say it, every coach does. It's just protecting the football at this point.
And knowing that the defensive guys, they're coming after the ball more than they are the person. They want to knock it free.
Jackson on first down. His throw incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson.
On the move to his left. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because, to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. And Jackson throwing once more.
And that'll be complete to Dobbins.
Heck of a broken tackle and able to work this down near the 23. To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson steps away to his left. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And the end result of that play, you're almost not sure what you really want, because when he gets outside of the pocket, you actually hold your breath because you think he's going to run for big yardage. But when he chose to pull it down and throw it, and a play was made to knock it away, that's a pretty good end result.
And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. This offense 2 for 2 converting on these thus far, so why not try again here on 4th down? They'll go for it. Here's Jackson. And in for the Ravens touchdown.
Lamar Jackson hooking up with Mark Andrews.
And the Ravens have put this one to bed here in the 4th quarter. So the Ravens will keep the offense on the field as they're going to go for 2. Jackson here is going to look to throw.
And the Ravens are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. On 2nd and 10, Rodgers. He's going to take another shot here. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. With that interception, he just set a record that nobody ever wants to set, and that's the most picks ever in an NFL game. 8.
The last time we saw 7, 2001, right?
Yeah, Ty Detmer.
He's with the Lions at that time. To get to 8, are we sure he knows what color jerseys his team's wearing in this one?
I don't know. It has not been good. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. Flushed out right. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
They'll find Dobbins out of the backfield.
And he'll be stopped short of the first down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
They go play action with Jackson. He'll dump this off complete to Dobbins. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Flush to his right. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it, and oftentimes knock it away.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Jackson. Room to run past midfield. Well, interceptions have been a problem in this one. If he could have gotten his feet down here, it would have been another.
Would have been a huge one. They've had a great game taking the ball away. Thought they had another one, just unable to get those cleats in bounds.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now Jackson. Forced out to his left. That's complete to his receiver, Bateman. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Again, Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's 2nd and 10. Eluding the pressure right. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. This is something that we've seen from Lamar Jackson since back in his Louisville days. He can be so dangerous with the RPO.
Yeah, and whoever designed the RPOs, it's almost like they had a guy like Lamar Jackson in mind because of his ability to do everything. He can tuck it and throw it. He can tuck it and run it.
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Sammy Watkins, his 2nd touchdown of the night as the Ravens push further out in front. So the Ravens will keep the offense on the field as they're going to go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for 2 in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, I mean, yeah, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you can just say, well, my kicker's hurting this spot. No, okay.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked up by Brandon Stevens. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for 2. After the interception, here's Jackson. Flushed out right. And, boy, talk about adding insult to injury. He's into the end zone to tack on 2 more. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. Now a first down carry by Jones. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. On 2nd and 12, Rodgers. And he hits his target, the tight end Lewis.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense...
Now look out, Rodgers lost the football. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And the offense will get the ball back and be touchdown. And with that, this game is over. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points.
Man, you really suck. I was supposed to win, and you know it. You know that. Yeah. Like that.